Hey adventurers, in this episode we're going to bring you to seek some spectacular secrets as we unfold the two sides of Florence, Italy. Geocaching is our tour guide as we uncover the unexpected in this city of contrasts. So come with us to find the hidden Florence. Hey adventurers, I'm Jay.
I'm Laura.
And we're the LANMonkeys. Hey adventurers, so we are about to kick off a huge set of adventures, bringing you along for all of them. We are starting off in YVR, Vancouver Airport. We're going to have a special episode just about cool geocaching related things you can do here at YVR. But this is going to be our launching point into an amazing Mediterranean European geocaching adventure. So make sure you come along as we kick it off and we head from here in Vancouver to Amsterdam and then to Florence. So I will be the first to readily admit I am not a good traveler. I absolutely love getting to the destinations and all the amazing cool things we do when we get there. But it's that process of getting to the airport, getting everything set up, getting through security and everything. I don't know. I struggle. People who travel with me and fly with me, thank you for your patience with me. We get there and then we have fun. All right, so speaking of which, let's get on our way to getting there. Since we've gotten through security, we're here waiting for our flight, and then we'll go have some fun. Hey Laura, you getting on the airplane?
Yes.
So this is what we call off to a good start when we've got both our pieces of checked luggage arrived. So we are in Florence, off to a good start. Hey adventurers, welcome to Florence. We are here on a Landshark's geocaching adventure tour. We are exploring the city on foot today, and we are going to take you around for a couple of days to see what one can see and experience in Florence, Italy. Founded in 59 BC, Florence's home on the Arno River creates two sides to this city. But while the Arno's silty saunterings separate the city, there is much more to the two sides of Florence. This hot seat of history held the heart of the Renaissance, the birthplace of modern science and art, and the architecture and museums celebrating that are all around. But that's juxtaposed against a thriving modern city filled full with Florentines, Florentinians, Florites, people from Florence. We'll let geocaching be our tour guide here as we explore the two Florences, and we'll search for a rare Renaissance relic of astronomical import. We're in search of geocaches and Galileo's middle finger. That looks like a geocache.
That looks like a frog.
Adventurers, we are here in Florence, and we were hoping to score a virtual cache called Paolo Vincenzo. No, I've got the name wrong. I'm going to write it down below because I'm trying to go by memory. Failing. Just in time. There you go. Thank you, Mrs. Monkey. The virtual cache is called Just in Time, but you have to go inside of Il Duomo to get the information and take your picture to score the virtual. And as you can see by these lineups, there's no way we're getting inside anytime in the next couple hours. So we're going to forego a virtual cache, gasp, and keep moving on and find some other cool adventures here in Florence. So on the other side of the church, there's a virtual that we can get to. Very curious, interesting white spot that lots of people are checking out, taking photos of themselves at. Well, that's the virtual we did find, and it's called the Thunderstorm. Hey adventurers, so we are here in one of the main plazas in Florence at the site of a very cool virtual cache, and it is just behind us. We'll zoom in on the picture though. Mrs. Monkey will point at it. There it is, right back there. Awesome, good work Mrs. Monkey. And very cool, some really interesting history on this virtual cache. It is, theoretically, it was carved into this wall by Michelangelo. At this point in our adventure, it was time to cross the Arno and have a more elevated experience, as geocaching was our tour guide to remarkable views from the other side of this separated city. So adventurers, we are very likely at the highest altitude above Florence that we're going to reach on this adventure. Up finding a virtual cache, I'll put the GC code below. It's a bit of a hike to get up here, but it's definitely worth it. The views are spectacular. We continue on with our adventure as we explore Florence using geocaching as our tour guide. From the serene silences and venerable vistas high above, we made our way back downhill into the madding crowds and chaotic contrasts of Florence. Hey adventurers, so sorry for any wind noise, but we're here on Ponte Vecchio, which is one of the most famous landmarks in Florence, and it is crazy busy popular, but it's a really unique place. So there's an earth cache and a virtual cache here to draw you here if you're using geocaching as your tour guide, but in addition, it's just a really neat place to experience, and as you can tell, very popular. Cheers. Well, it was time for a couple more caches before we called it a day, including one safely hidden in plain sight, unnoticed by many. We have big plans to explore more the next day with our caching friends, but first breakfast, more geocaches, and we'll finally find that phantom finger after one of the most recognized Renaissance relics. Hey adventurers, well, we enjoyed the museum there. We hope you enjoyed coming along with us and seeing some beautiful sights in the museum, including the original statue of David. Now we're going to hook up with some other geocaching friends, and we are going to go find some geocaches and just have a great time exploring again in Florence with a couple other surprises today. So hang tight, let's see what else we can find. We are here with Indigo, Dave,
that's me,
Dira Duck, and hello. We're also hooking up with Cache Canada, so go on over and check out their channel and see their version of these events. But we're working on a multi, and I think we got it. We got it. Good work, team. Hey adventurers, so we are enjoying our walk down the cobbled streets here in Florence and hanging out with our friends from Cache Canada. Dave.
Hey.
Hey Dave. So what has your experience of Florence been so far?
It's a beautiful city, and I find it, a lot of people I think that are not used to European stuff would find it very confining because the streets are very narrow, but I find it very, very comforting. It just gives you a nice warm feel, and the geocaching has been quite fun.
Absolutely. Fun geocaching with fun friends. We just came out of the museum, saw the statue of David.
Yeah,
that's pretty
wonderful.
Cool. That's a pretty unique experience. And the ladies have stopped and they're looking at their devices, so I think we might be close.
We must be close.
Let's see if we can find that geocache. After a bit of a search, there it is. Hey, hold on. I don't think that's the real Mona Lisa. I don't know. Let's take a look. Can you guys find it? I found it.
Wow. It looks like a nut.
Yeah.
That is sneaky.
Pretty sneaky. And after Cache Canada and the monkeys gave that cache the finger, it was off to get the bird from Galileo. Folks, it's finally finding the finger time. Now, why this isn't a virtual cache, I don't know, but this is my highlight of my visit.
Now that would be something.
Well, looks like we got our beer.
Cheers.
Aperol Spritz.
Ah, there you go.
Try the Aperol Spritz, let us know.
Ooh. It's got a bit of tartness to it.
Yeah? Enjoy?
Yeah.
All right. How can you tell there's a geocaching event going on? That's how you can tell there's a geocaching event going on. Hey adventurers, while we are here in Florence, we have met a local geocacher who you might know. He's a famous YouTuber. It's
really.
Cody.
Thank you very much to be here in Florence. That's my city, that's my town, where I was born. It's the most beautiful city in the world. That's right?
I agree.
Okay,
It is.
thank you very much. So I'm not making a bad impression. So if somebody else agree with me.
Well, where can people find you?
Oh, okay. You can find me on Cody Geocaching Adventure on YouTube, because I am a geocacher.
We'll put the link up there.
Oh, yeah.
There. Absolutely. And it was a pleasure meeting you, Cody.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
From the fun of meeting friends old and new in the urban core of Florence, to one last contrast as we paired this day with a terrific Tuscan treat of a wine tasting dinner.
We're enjoying the homemade lasagna with the secret family recipe with truffle oil and chili oil on top. So good. So good.
I know.
Do you need more red?
Why would you not need more red?
That's the middle one.
Cheers. Cheers. Wow, what a fun evening. So this is how we wrap up our adventure in Florence, in Firenze, Italy. The wine tasting and dinner out here at the Tuscan winery. And now we're headed back to the hotel. We're gonna pack up and then we're off to our next destination in the next episode.